Hey everybody, today we'll be having a problem called run length encoded string for the input string. So an example of that is, here we go, we have a string and we should return this particular value. Now, let's talk about some edge cases that might or might not happen. Let's talk about like an empty string. So empty string, I think that would return empty string. So in, out, yeah. What about white space? Do you think there should be white space in between strings? Maybe like this? Well, we could handle that, or we don't have to handle that. We can't decide what we want to do with this. Can we say this is an invalid input, or these are the types of strings that we don't ever get? I don't know for sure, but it would be A1, B1, and then C1 if we were to handle that. In order to handle this, we'd probably have to do a split and a join and do no spaces in between and then do our item, which is not too hard. We can handle this case easily. Let's handle it anyways. So that probably handles all of the edge cases. Yeah, I think we can handle any type of character. It doesn't matter what it is. We'll just have to use a hash to handle that type of character. Punctuations, exclamation marks, anything, numbers, anything we want. Anything that can be inputted into a string, we can turn it into this number. Now, suppose that there are like an edge case here. Let's say there are 4 fours, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and the output will be 4 fours, 44. What do you think about that? Would that be kind of weird? Yeah, that would be kind of weird, but that's fine. I think we can decode that if needed. Really? Are you sure? Yeah, what about 44 fours, right? What if there's 44 of these, right? We have 44 of these, right? 44 fours. So would we have 44 4 or would we have 4 44s? Meh. Doesn't matter because I mean, like, still in the same number of fours when we decode it, so it should be fine. So yeah, I think it should be fine. So until then, so those are the edge cases that we can think of, and right, let's make the test, and we'll come back. And we're back with the test. Let's run the first test and see what happens. I think we'll have a couple fails. And yes, yeah, we did not complete this properly, so let's see what happens. Okay, very good. We solved that problem. There was an extra bracket in this area, and we removed it. And now our tests are working. Looks like only one test passed, but that was because of an accident. And we are ready to start making our match, time and space complexity. And time is O of n because we have to go through entirety of this. And we have to use a space of O of n because, well, we're creating a brand new string. Unless we're creating a brand new string, so it's going to be O of n. All right, so let's see what's going on here. If not string return. Okay, that's good. That covers the first case. So what's next? Like, what do we need to do? How are we going to resolve this? These problems. So let's see if we can create a hash. We can create a hash map and count the number of. No, that makes no sense. So we're gonna create a pointer. So we're gonna pointers. We're going to create pointers and a count. So what that means is that we're going to create a pointer And 2, count number of the same consecutive items or characters. So how do we do that? Well, while the character, the previous character, is equal to the current character, then you can call it current or next, it doesn't matter. Keep pushing forward. Keep increasing count. Then once they are different, append to new string. And 3, what we're gonna do is we'll do this while pointer is not at end of string. I think that's a pretty good plan. I think we can implement it. So first things first, we have to create some pointers. So I is equal to 0, and I plus 1 would be next. Okay, so while I is less than length of s, next character is equal to s and I plus 1. So this is immediately going to cause an error if we don't handle the I plus 1. If we end up to, so we're going to have to handle that right now. If I plus 1 is less than length of s. Else, what we're going to do, there is no next character, none. Okay. If this current character, so we have to get a count, is equal to 0, and we do a while current character is equal to next character. We could add a dummy character in. That way it would give us a dummy character that we can start with and allow us to do our thing, but we have to delete it later. So that's one way to do it. This is another way to do it. We'll handle it a different way. I don't know which way is the best way, but I prefer the dummy way, creating a dummy node, a dummy character, so that we can we can run the same algorithm for everything. So we're gonna append an item to the end, to the beginning of our string, but then it has to be a type of character that's different from every single character. And we don't have that. We don't have any. We're allowing all characters, so dummy node would not work here. Yeah. Or would it? I mean, we can just do previous equals none, right? Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's the same as next character equals none. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, fair enough. Let's do that. So I want to handle it early, not later. So previous is going to be none. Or next is going to be none. It doesn't matter how we're going to do this. So we're going to do a while loop. While the previous character is equal to the current character, keep increasing count. So while s of I is equal to the next character I plus equals 1 and count plus equals 1. I'm sure we can do this with fewer variables, but I just want to be as clear as possible. Don't want to start manipulating our I, right? You can manipulate our I, that's fine. So we just create the count while they're equal, and until next character is different. So if they're different, once they're different, we add to create our brand new string. So new string plus equals, we're gonna do a count, and we're gonna do our character, and then our count. So we're gonna do our current character, s of I, and then the next, and then our count, and then we do an I plus 1. So that's all I think I wrote here, and I think we're gonna have to return our new string now and find out what sort of results that we have. We don't know for sure. We might fail, it might succeed, and we'll find out. We'll have to find out what's going to happen to our code, because we don't know, and it is all false except for one true. So this means that we're not functional, this code, and that we could use some work to find out what's going on. And so we'll have to add 2 of these together. And we have W4, what is this? We have 44, we returned a new string. Apparently new string is a complete copy. Oh, we did not run our function. How egregious. How egregious. I was wondering what was happening there. That was pretty interesting. Let me just go type this out. Give me a moment. Okay, we got that, and we have an error. So if, oh, we have an error. Next character, if I is less than length of s. And string index out of range. Why is that possible? That shouldn't be possible. Because when we did an I plus 1. Well, I think this is clearer anyways. And we have x5 is 15, and we have some weird stuff. So we have to reset our count. And Let's run it again. And it looks like we go all the way to the end. So we have to figure this out. Alright, we figured that out. We had to get these items cleared up here first, and then we incremented. Of course, with this incrementation, we had one less than our usual, so we had to start with one. For this one, we had blank spaces, so we do need to do a strip first to handle the spaces, and we do need to do we need to do a split, and we need to do a join like we suggested earlier to resolve that issue, and we are good. We have solved our problem. That took a little bit longer than usual because we had to do quite a bit of work. So yeah, this is not the best code. I'm gonna go do some thinking about how we can make this better. That I will do in a little bit after I do the evaluation. The evaluation is the O of n time, because we do a single loop. Of string, and space is O of n because of the string that we create. Actually, it's O of 1 because it's not an array. And that's it. So I'll be back, and after I do some thinking, maybe I'll improve the algorithm. And if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Want more videos like this, check the link in the description below. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm sure that there are better ways to do this, but I can't think of it right now. But if you can, please post it below, and let's all learn together. Thank you. Bye.